Happy New Week. This week I have decided it's going to be better than last week. Just purely mind over matter. So there we go. So I've just been to M&S for a bit of shopping because I've got to have breakfast. Then I'm meeting Steve to do our Thames path walk. And then this evening I'm making pizza. So all these things required. All the appropriate ingredients are now in this bag. And now I should go and eat some of them.
Welcome to another episode of Toby's Stupid Vlog.
This is the Thames. It is a river. It is no longer in Staines, and neither are we. Huge, massive victory.
Yeah, it's safe to get your phone out and film
Yeah,
that.
exactly. I was slightly worried that I would be shot and killed multiple times for my telephone in Staines. That's a plane. That's what they do. This is the other problem with Staines, is you have to like watching planes take off, and it has to not make you nervous in any way. But whilst you're looking up at the plane, you'll probably get shot and stabbed multiple times.
Takes your mind off it.
The M25, the real physical edge of London, and where the cool kids come and hang out. It's a bit dark in here. You might get mugged and stabbed multiple times. This is Berkshire, I guess? Yeah, it'll be Berkshire. Deepest Berkshire. Famous for the Queen and Staines. Actually, no, Staines isn't in Berkshire, luckily for Berkshire. But yeah, so this is about halfway along towards Windsor. We've gone through what's old Windsor. But we're heading to New Windsor because we're all about new. That's Windsor Castle, which means we're near Windsor. Informative stuff, this. And there's the River Thames. What like we've been mostly walking along, except where it directed us not to. Bastards. Anyway, we've just got to go around the bend, quite literally, over there. Look, it's Windsor. And also Eton.
We made it, we are the Winters.
Yes. We wonder. Yeah, we're there, basically. That's the long and the short of it. And that's what happens when you walk along a river. You eventually get somewhere. Good morning. Welcome to my massive hair. We are off to Silverstone today. In fact, we're off to Silverstone in an hour or so. It's a little breezy today, which is why my hair's so huge. And we're just going to go and make some sandwiches and what have you. Then head off. Yesterday's walk was good. The Thames walk I'm continuing with Steve. He started it in Greenwich a couple of years ago, pretty much, and we're now all the way to Windsor. I've only joined him since Kew, but I have done bits of the earlier part. I've been down to Wandsworth and I've done the South Bank to Tower Bridge, but I'm missing chunks, as it were. Anyway, yeah, it's a bit windy and noisy today, so we're going to go to the home of British motor racing, where of course it'll be deadly silent.
Turn left, then you will arrive at your destination.
Thanks.
Here we house an awful lot of our archives. The BRDC have a massive amount of archive material, so that's what we use this for. And this leads into the BRDC members campsite, so in a couple of weeks' time this will be absolutely rammed for MotoGP. On the left there's a very strange old building, now used for changing rooms and shower block. Cars we checked over, there's a weighbridge in there, you can see it just in through there, so they're weighed. Some support paddock is vast down this end, and it's something that we have a major issue with the new wing. The paddock's just not big enough. This is the start of the original main runway. It's a vast site. Those stands over there are not even halfway across the circuit. The biggest problem we're here, you can actually see we're on the top of the hill now, okay? Very difficult corner to get right in a Grand Prix car because you're sitting so low in the car. Exit of the Beckett's complex, especially on a hot day. I don't think that guy realises, but I don't think he's going to get his Audi off that. say 27 million quid's worth. It's what saved the British Grand Prix. Without this, there would not be a British Grand Prix. Okay, as I said, it's not part of the tour because we're not using it today. It's the only time you're going to get it to Big Pit Lane. Optical illusion, downhill. It's not. It's dead flat. If I can just ask you, please don't touch anything. You'd be surprised. Okay. We were over the other side, saw the big race control building. Top floor, this is almost kind of exactly what they've got up there, except this is much nicer. It's a bigger room. It's more modern. It was built specifically for the Grand Prix. Monitors all the way around the circuit, start top left and go down in a kind of a zigzag fashion. Okay, that takes you around the whole Grand Prix circuit.
It is very windy.
Come on round, guys, come on round. We craned this off. Grand Prix, bring your own podium. They've got 2 podiums. They leapfrog each other through the head off next door to timekeeper off.
It's one of the massive mezzanines with the expensive seats that go onto the circuit. Here's another, stretching most of the length of the building. So that's the start-finish straight, which you can see. And then if you come around this side, you can see round most of the rest of the circuit actually, huge amount of the rest of the circuit. You can see the entrance to the pit lane, and you can see around to the Stoke circuit, which is really as well. This is the garage. It's a combination of Ferraris and Astons. Now welcome inside an Aston Martin. Obviously, do not use the handbrake. It's cosy and there's not a lot of visibility. I mean, what with the sticker on the top, you've got quite a narrow view. It's very nice. That's what it feels like being in an Aston Martin. There you go. It is comfy and cosy. It's a nice Ferrari you got there. So there we are. It's a full guide to Toby Silverstone. We're now heading back. Hopefully, the slightly shorter route than the one we took to get here because we had all sorts of traffic issues. Good morning. You join me on my walk to Mortlake Station through the crematorium. It's a shortcut. It's a slightly morbid one, but it does work. It's a new week, which is very exciting. It should be very exciting. I'm hoping it'll be very exciting, let's put it that way. This is the period of the year where we actually don't have much planned. I have work planned, but in terms of social, interesting things for you to watch, there's not a lot going on for a bit. There's a lot of walking, a lot of that. That's happening for about another 6 weeks. So get used to just watching me wandering around. And it's going to happen a lot. There is one very cool thing this week, other than work obviously, which is always cool, and that is that myself and Steve are going to the YouTubes on Thursday evening. We're going to visit the motherland. I don't know what happens if you actually shoot YouTube video in YouTube. It's like the world sort of ceases to exist, sort of sucks in on itself like a black hole. But we'll test that theory. So that's happening Thursday afternoon, evening, as a creators event, so that'll be quite fun. And then if more things pop up, I'll obviously let you know. Good afternoon, just barely. So I know it's weird when I talk to you about something that I'm about to do that you've already seen the result of, i.e. something that you may or may not have seen in last week's vlog. It's confusing because you and I perceive time in a different order. So from my perspective, what happens is I talk to you, then I edit the vlog, then I put the vlog up, then you see it. From your perspective, what happens is I edit the vlog, you see the vlog, then I talk to you about it. About what I'm about to do. Confusing. I know, never mind. We have totally different perceptions of linear time. Einstein would love this. Anyway, so last week I'm still deciding whether or not to put something in. Last week was moderately traumatic, and so I'm still deciding whether to put something in last week's vlog. As you saw, it was moderately traumatic, and felt like I'd been punished for trying to do the right thing. So I'm going through the footage today, and I will decide how much of Hamster Gate you actually see. I've been putting this off because I haven't really wanted to do it, if I'm honest, and it's not going to be fun. But it needs to be recorded because that's the purpose of these things. In the meantime, I'm going into Kingston to buy new trainers for my walking marathon. Just to clarify, I don't actually believe that I was being punished, or we were being punished for trying to rescue a hamster. Because I do not believe there is a higher power, and I believe there's simply cause and effects. There's decisions that are made and outcomes come from that. In fact, I'm more certain than ever, as certain as you can be, more convinced I should say, that there is no divine power. I'm quite a proud atheist, and last week only reinforced that view. That said, I'm always open to evidence to be convinced otherwise. I make my decisions based upon evidence. So there we go. You're welcome to believe whatever you like, and you should be proud of whatever you believe, no matter whether anybody agrees with you or not. I don't wish to go into religion any further, and I'm certainly not going to do it sitting in a bus stop. But suffice to say that you're not going to change my mind. Certainly not through YouTube. And equally, I shouldn't imagine that I'm going to change yours, and neither am I going to try to. So there we go. Thus endeth the lecture. Well, that was somewhat of a forlorn effort. Tried on 2 pairs of shoes. Didn't really work, not really comfy enough. Found another 2 pairs they could wear, didn't have either of them my size. Never mind. Anyway, just went past the Hoarder House on Fitzwilliam Avenue, and the bloke who owns it was outside trimming the hedge. And I'm thinking, you're trimming the hedge when you've got 3 cars rusting in the driveway, and all the windows are filled up with newspaper and crap. Prioritise! Sorry, I just scared a cat. Happy Wednesday. I've just finished last week's vlog. It was reasonably traumatic, but it's done. It's done, and it's quite long, and it's slightly mixed in terms of emotion. If you like roller coasters in Chessington, watch the first 4 minutes. If you're prepared to go through a level of sort of animal trauma, then watch the next 5. Anyway, this week is much nicer, isn't it? Look. I'm currently making a bolognese in the slow cooker, which is going to take all day. But so in the meantime, I need to buy things to eat for lunch because I've been thinking about dinner instead of lunch. Tomorrow, however, we are going to the home of the actual YouTubes. That will be happening for you in mere seconds. Welcome to halfway around our 8-mile walk. Right near Richmond Park, up on the hill above North Sheen and Richmond Hill, I suppose. very nice to get to nose through all the really expensive houses. I'm sure I've filmed this building before. This is the development on St Giles High Street, just up Shelford Avenue. Lots of brightly coloured buildings. It's where Google is based in the UK, and it's where I shall be very shortly when Steve appears. Never been in before, so that's quite fascinating. Only been around. Hi Steve. Final Cut Studios. Sets. This is full YouTube creator space. That's the rules. Don't break it. I use it old school YouTube because I used to just have any interest in subscribers. We're lurking now, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Staring through windows at edit suites.
20 floor buttons. You can't pick a floor.
No,
Look.
you have to pre-pick a floor.
You Google it.
You
first,
Google the
and then
floor.
when you start moving your Android phone, realises where you're trying to go, and it automatically.
M, G, A? How does M above G?
Mezzanine.
Oh, okay. What a lovely building. Filled with free food.
Shame it's not more googly down here, is it?
It's not googly enough. They're just
Another
Byron.
random fact about this building is where The Apprentice once set up pop-up restaurants for one of the weekly challenges.
Really, on one of these downstairs
Before,
spaces?
yeah, before they were occupied and they were building them.
Interesting. Interesting fact about St Giles Plaza, I think it's called.
Yeah.
There we go. We're thoroughly Googled. Fair morrow unto thee. It's Friday. And I'm going into Olympia just to scout where we're going to be doing a time lapse in a couple of weeks. YouTube yesterday was good fun. It was just really to see the facilities that they have on offer for people who have enough subscribers or a good idea. I think they're pretty flexible on the subscribers if the idea is good enough, and meet some YouTubers really, which is always nice. Met some interesting guys from Escape Videos who do motion graphics. Had a long chat with them, so that was good fun. Went with Steve obviously. So yeah, all in all good fun, and we got free Google pizza. I call it Google pizza because all their food is free, so who knows where it comes from. Free Google pizza and free Google beer. So that was a good evening. So this is the Olympia, this is West Hall Upper, I believe. This is the bit you probably know better through there, which is the main central area. Let's just go over there. There you go, it's that amazing curved ceiling. Incredible space. Really stunning. Anyway, this is the bit that we're going to be time-lapsing over here. You can see it's my view of it via the GoPro. Just trying to work out where to put the cameras at the moment. Lovely. Welcome to episode 3 of the Neil Bentley diet. This week, Neil is eating beans. And just beans. Ignore that piece of animal over there, that's irrelevant. And Neil's eating entirely vegetarian food.
No, that's part of the diet.
Ribs.
No, that's steak.
Oh, steak, yeah, that's part.
Fine, absolutely fine.
Absolutely fine.
Look at Mr. Atkins.
What, didn't he die?
He died of a massive heart attack, but during his life he made loads of money and was really happy.
Yeah.
Then he died early. But don't worry about it. Oh, more meat. Meat!
There we go, what a way to end a vlog, with food. Maybe that's how it should be every week. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, then please subscribe by clicking the button below, and I will see you next week.